America will not receive blessings but cursings. Giving all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua Bashem Kakodash. This is a okay. This is information on the current C Wiki, and as you can see here, it says well, you can see it. I'm not even going to say too much. You know how to get down. This is nothing but a plague. Now, if you look right here, you see locations. It says world that are that's suffering from the Wiki. See, Wiki is almost 300 million worldwide, and deaths are a little more than 5 million. And we're talking about the population of the planet is about 8 billion. So you see this list here. It says it goes world, and then it goes to countries. This is the EU nations, which is part of the system. You got the EU nations, you know, which consist of France, Germany, Great Britain pulled out, you know, the fulfillment of Daniel the second chapter, defeat. Anyway, you have Germany, France. Formerly you had the UK. You know, you have the Netherlands, you have Luxembourg, you have Spain, you have Portugal. Turkey is not part of the EU, but they're part of the NATO, which is part of that same system. And now, if you go to the world map with these EU nations, they're all a cluster of European nations. Ireland, Greece, and if you notice the C Wiki, you have confirmed cases, not death, but confirmed cases of the thing, which is as you can see, are they saying 50? They're saying 50 million. That's a lot of people. That represents what, about a sixth? You know, a sixth of the population of Babylon. And also, I gotta find out the numbers of the EU. But you see the EU, 50 million plus. Oh, it's almost identical. So this is a plague, and this is who it's cursing. EU, it mentions Brazil. Brazil is being cursed. It goes into the deaths. Let's deal with the Babylon. You have a little bit more than 800,000 the EU nations, you have a little more than 800,000, almost 900,000 compared to 50 plus cases. And they're at the top of the list. They're at the top of the list. Then you come down to India, Brazil. Now you notice it said the UK, United Kingdom, 10 million cases and only 147,000 deaths. And you notice they separated the UK from the EU because they broke off fulfillment of Daniel 2. Then you have Russia, Gog and Magog, right here. They're cursed too. Oh, Turkey, they mentioned Turkey because they're part of NATO, not EU. Then it goes into France, Germany, so forth, which these are so-called European, former, the UK being a former member of the EU. Russia is not a member of the EU. So anybody that's teaching that the beast is Russia is a part of Russia's not a part of the beast. The beast was formed in these times. We're going back to the 50s. Well, actually 49, which was NATO came about in 49, 50, and the EU came about in 57, 58, 1957, 1958. Russia's not a part of either of those groups, NATO or the EU. And NATO was, if you go to old dictionary, NATO was put together because of Russia after World War II. In case Russia attacked any of those nations, that all those nations, you attack one, you attack all. So Russia is not a part of, as going back to the 7, our teachers, they said that Russia was a part of it. Russia wasn't a part of it. You got Spain down here. But when you look at these numbers, let's go way down. Tonga, 1 case, 0 death. Federal states of Micronesia, 1 case, 0 deaths. Oh, Vatican City is not really all that cursed. Vatican City, 27 cases, 0 deaths. These are small numbers. These are small numbers, as you can see. You know, African nations, Sierra Leone, African nation, Jake is all up in Sierra Leone, West Africa. 6,000 cases, 121 deaths. So they're really not even plagued. South Sudan, 133 deaths. New Zealand, only 47 deaths. Nicaragua, 214 deaths. So they're not being plagued. Haiti, all the hell Haiti went through for the last 10 years. Look, 762 deaths. They're not plagued by the Most High. Whether real or imagined. And you know where this is leading to? Democratic Republic of the Congo, which is Jake is all up in there. Not even 60,000 cases, but only a little bit more than 1,000 deaths. Ivory Coast, Angola, small numbers, small numbers. And a lot of these are third world countries, so they should damn near all of them should be put to die. Luxembourg, which is a part of the EU, you only have not even 1,000 deaths. Oh, look at China. China, you got over 1 billion people in China, and you only have 4,000 deaths. So they're not plagued. They're not plagued. But look at the big numbers. The EU, 50 million cases. The US, 50 million cases. Deaths, 800,000 plus cases. If any of these countries are cursed or systems, it's the EU and US. So is the Most High blessing them? No, the Most High is cursing them. The Most High is cursing them. Psalm 91, verse 8. We're going to read down to 10. It says, only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. That's the wicked. The wicked, EU, the EU nations, the US, though that's the wicked. That's the wicked. That's the beast spoken of in Daniel 7 and various chapters in the book of Revelation. And that's the proof. They're being plagued. You looked at, you saw the list. You had some countries that had one case and no deaths whatsoever. So that's a surgical strike, a curse from the Most High. Whether this thing is real or imagined, or man-made, or made by nature. So you shouldn't worry about this. And the way, when you go to the symptoms, right? This is how you know you got it. Let's go to symptoms. Symptoms: fever, cough, shortness of breath. So there are symptoms. Oh, no, you can have it and not have symptoms. No, that means, you know, everybody breathes in particles from out there, but what you get a cold, the person next to you don't. Your wife get a cold, you don't get a cold. Your wife get the flu, you don't get the flu. Why does she get the flu and you don't get the flu? Because we all deal with the same viruses in the air. We call them all, we'll name them all viruses, whether it's a cold virus, flu virus, it's all respiratory. Why does she get it and you don't get it? Because you go to the gym, you eat the right food, you take your supplements. She eats, excuse me, KFC every day. She stays in the home, she's in the bed most of the time. The difference is the immune system. So technically you can say everybody got it, but it ain't affecting everybody because they don't have no symptoms, because their immune system, which the immune system means in service. The Most High gave us an immune system, man. You know, you go back to the Black Plague, there were survivors of the Black Death. all the plagues that took place in the ancient world, we came from them. So what made it where they were able to live and have sons, and they have sons, and we're here because of an immune system that the Most High put in your body. It's part of your system, your inner system. It says complications, pneumonia, acute respiratory disease syndrome, which is SARS, kidney failure, risk factors, age, if you're up in age, serious underlying medical conditions, e.g., heart disease, diabetes, lung disease. So, Jake has that, so when you have these conditions, your immune system is not great. The person that exercises, walks around, eats good, drink their smoothies, take their supplements, drink a lot of water. I mean, water is a healer in itself. The how do you say this? You know how much water you have to drink is for every pound that you weigh. You drink I believe it's a half an ounce in water. In other words, if you're 200 pounds, you drink at least 100 ounces of water. I mean, if you drink a little bit more than half a gallon, I'm sorry, 100. I believe it's a gallon. So you got to drink. You drink. Let's say the Essentia 95. You drink a large one. You drink 1.5 per day. You should be good unless you're bigger, unless you're 250 pounds, 200 pounds. So water is a great healer. Our body is made up mostly of water. So now let me just go. I'm getting ready to go out. Try to make some shekels. Anyway, it says Psalms 91 verse 8, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. We know who the wicked is. We saw the numbers. We said, hold up, let me come back. Let's go back to statistics. That's how you know who the wicked is. That's the wicked. That's the wicked right there. That's the wicked. That's the wicked. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. What's the ultimate reward? Zechariah 14 and 12. Isaiah 34. Revelation 18. Revelation 18 is one of my favorite chapters because that's the closing credits. That's the ending of Apocalypse Now. Fire. 9th verse, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil meaning bad time, befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. So when you got this guy singing that song, and I'm proud to be an American, well, at least I know I'm free, and I truly stand up every day. Da 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 da. God bless the USA. He should stop singing that fucking song, because you're being cursed now. You're being cursed. And I'm going by the. How can you prove that? I just went by the numbers. It said no plague shall come nigh thy dwelling. Let's go to Amos, and I'm gonna close. Amos 9. Nine and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom. This is actually referring to Israel because they were going to be cursed and scattered. So now this applies to Esau, pursuant to Deuteronomy 30, verse 7. All these curses shall come upon you now. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it literally from off. When Babylon is utterly destroyed by fire, you're going to have the EU nations scrambling and the NATO nations. And then we're going to come down. We're New Jerusalem coming down from heaven, pursuant to Revelation 21 that John saw. What he saw was represented ships, the ships coming back down because we're going to be beamed up to watch, to get a ringside seat to watch destruction. Only with thine eyes shall thou behold the reward of the wicked. That's your ultimate reward. So when Babylon is destroyed, these other EU and NATO nations, they're going to scramble, and then we're going to come down, and they're going to attempt to fight us, and we're going to come down with those superhuman. Remember the scene from, I believe that's The Man of Steel, which was like one of the better movies made about the Superman series. And they had the three of them. That was General Zod, the woman, and the lurch-looking guy. And they were judged on Krypton, and they came to the Earth. And they had that fighting scene almost at the end of the movie, and they were flying in the air, and they were throwing trucks at each other and all kind of shit. And they were even beating Superman's ass because they had the same power, but ultimately they lost. So we're going to be like them when we come down on the Earth. You're going to understand they're going to try to fight us, and we're going to fly. You're just going to see us flying, and they're going to say, holy shit. Then they're going to shoot at us, and then the bullets are going to bounce off of us, and we're going to have fun while we're doing it, man. And then we're going to jack up a lot of them until they realize, look, we can't win. You know, we can't win against these people. And then when they have no more hope, then we're going to get the shackles out, shackle them up. I'm just speaking scripturally. They might just take this video down, but I'm gonna put it up. If they take it down and they strike me, so what? This is going up on Odyssey any damn way. You better hurry up and buy Odyssey. Because are we all the GMS? We all gonna be. We all of us supposed to have a site. That's matter of fact, that's an order. That's part of the new orders. You got to get an Odyssey site. It said, behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom. Who's the sinful kingdom now? Babylon, the EU nation, the beast system, and I will destroy it. Their last hurrah is the Karadma. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord, because we are the house of Jacob. We're not going to be destroyed. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among the nations, because we're scattered literally throughout the nations. Like as corn is sifted in the seed, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. If you don't know that you're an Israelite of the elect, you may not make it. And then the restoration of Israel, national Israel, Amos 9 and 11. And that day will I rise up the tabernacle of David, which is fallen, and not the tabernacle of Saul, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom. And this is talking about their land, because Esau is going to be scattered throughout the Israelites to be their slaves. And of all, so they're going to be sleeping in slave quarters, so to speak. And of all the heathen, the other lands and the nations, which are called by my name, saith the Lord that doeth it. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowman is a slave that works out in the field, shall overtake the reaper. Who is a reaper? The ones that benefit from uh, what the plowman does, the slave man. The master benefits what the slave does. And the treader of grape, him that soweth seed, and the mountain shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. Anyway, like I said, I was going to make this short. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.